Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Klee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Klee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by Fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Klee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer, so I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture. Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion! Maybe we should go say hi to her!
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
So the magic tonic here is just writing ink? What a weird and wonderful world. Ah, Miss Citrus, do you happen to serve any beverages here that don't contain magic tonic?
Of course we do. What flavor would you like?
Sunsetia. Jean, you want in?
Sure, I'll have the same, please.
Sounds good. 2 Sunsetia drinks coming right up.
answer from this world?
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too? Yep. Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents, I guess? I still can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork. Once a forest ranger, always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though, with this being a magical world and everything. What? Over there, by the giant footprint, have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat. Oh, that must have been Minnie Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went? Supposedly, after building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it. Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him. Oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so I know very little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank goodness. Phew. Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction. Are you looking for that small dragon? Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world. Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at the tavern and he probably won't be leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him. You make a good point, Paimon. Then I'll focus on exploring for now and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Traveler? Maybe Minnie, Durin, and Hatguy are still there. Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Tainari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule. Of course. See you later.
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Prepare to be blown away! Huh. Get him! Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
I'll keep this close. Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't believe it.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scry glass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scry glass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes. Look! Look at this statue!
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this. When she was younger. Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the star's reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess get to her head. Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway, we should change the topic.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends. Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment. It looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Cool! Wanna come with us? We can introduce you?
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun. Anytime.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona!
Creating a whole world starscape is no easy task. Old hag, I guess you do deserve the title of Trismegistus after all. Osvaldo Hafnavines! Does thou see what I am seeing? Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug de Verurtelung deceiveth me not.
Your eyes see true, mein Fräulein.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immernachtreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars and his hat-wearing servant.
Who did you just call a servant?
What mein Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Now you're over-explaining.
Hat Guy, Mini Durin! Found you at last. Whoa, and Fischl's with you too?
Oh, greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immernachtreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Greetings. You both look well.
Hey there, Klee! Have you been having fun here? Yup, loads and loads of fun! There are so many cute animals, and a magic train that was really long, and a huge, huge castle, and a king lives there and everything!
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's amazing! Klee wants to build a great big house now, too!
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Mm-hmm. Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great!
Big brother? Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go on. Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl?
Your prinzessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice! Though you may be concealed by fog, still you shall have the good fortune to witness the true might of the Aug de Verurtelung.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide-and-seek together. Mein Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek!
Oh, me too!
To return to our previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
I heard B talking to M. What she said was...
Since you're so persistent, let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
Is she saying that Dragonspine Durin will come back to life?
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
Understood. My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well. Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst-case scenario. I am well aware of Durin's past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon, if you understand what I mean.
Kind of? But not really.
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Simolanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need many Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there! Can we go see it together, please?
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back! Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
All right. I'll be right there. Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues? Quit trying to guess what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
Aww, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole. Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
Let's go with the Durin.
Huh? You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean to wish Mini Durin a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
The Durin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy. Also, can I ask you a favor?
Go on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Teyvat, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please, can I go?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
Got it! I'll stick close.
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way. Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light in the depths of the long night, the Immonokreich will welcome you with the grandest of music ceremonies on the occasion of our next reunion. As surely as the stars in the sky watch over us, we shall meet again.
What Main Fräulein means is that you're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool! Ah, I have so many new friends now! I'm so happy!
Are you done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you so much! The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure, and more beautiful than any fairy tale! Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true!
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other. Who could have done this?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground! Cappe!
How did this happen?
Cappe, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
Last words? What did he say?
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano.
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boberano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detective straight answers.
Don't worry, Boberano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him? My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour and a half, at least.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
So, Cappe's not dead?
His gears, metal frame and shell are all still in excellent condition. It's just his energy supply that's been all messed up. Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cappe isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
No! There's a need! Huge need!
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal or the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere. Excuse me. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
No, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something. If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
So it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the crime scene.
make heads or tails of it.
Well, that clears it up. Cappe was walking along the street, then he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little more first?
Well, we literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, maybe the truth is inherently strange by nature. Like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against a toilet bowl before leaving the house, then walked here in a daze before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess is... With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered and the tension in Constellation Metropole suddenly wiped away, he was looking to create a new source of conflict. Only then would the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. What?
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance? Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky. Yeah.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today. A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Hey, you're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Yep, that's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
Doesn't sound very safe. At least not as safe as being a courier.
To keep the Titanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
I'm not. Never mind. I give up.
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is? If so, there's no way his head would still be in such good shape. He'd have a big dent in the back.
And if the guard is to be believed, he had the spear in his possession right up until that guy shouted about the dragon.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is? If it was the growth serum, Kappe would have been turned into a giant.
Also, the bottle probably would have shattered when it hit him. We would have seen the debris on the ground.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault.
If it was the pickaxe, Kappe sure is lucky it's not still lodged in his head.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here. But you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough, and it wouldn't leave a scratch. Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more time.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Kappe's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about? What are you trying to say?
We thought the way Kappe fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off the clockwork switch in my kitchen. Yeah, I think I'll just,
Oh, no, you stay right there.
We should be good now.
So, it was you!
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks. You didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is... Catch me if you can!
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromancer in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
Yep.
Target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
So, it was you!
So... Catch me if you can!
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromancer in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion. The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromancer in boots was gasping for air. The minion was puffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necomata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap! Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis's abode-to-be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running.
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode, I'll scale it in no time.
So, it was you!
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is... Catch me if you can!
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necomata in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
Yep.
The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necomata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necomata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap! Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis's abode-to-be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running.
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode, I'll scale it.
I'm beat. I surrender.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right. I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time. Okay, I guess my voice acting skills have some room for improvement. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate. I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more. The reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best. Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together.
so the three worlds just sort of folded into one. The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids. So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all three.
Who'd have thought? But what does any of this have to do with what you did?
You're not a fictional character, so you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone in all of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction? The only reason the three great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further. But as it turned out, they just accepted it and carried on living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here, are we real?
Aww.
That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Bobarano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the three clans. If the three of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be. And by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story, and there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Necromora!
Just your echo?
Oh, poor detective.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did, after 6 months in that place.
Ah, that was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
You! Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second attempt, I just hugged the key and pretended like I was pulling as hard as I could.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the Goddess of Fate at the end? That's amazing.
There is a world beyond our own after all.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Watch out! There's a cat burglar about!
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always... If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. Nice. I'm starting to lose count. Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Oh, it's you! Over here! Over here! It's Sarah from the Good Hunter! Oh, finally, I caught you! I have something I'd like the Knights of Favonius to do for me, and I want you to pass on my request to the Acting Grand Master. Oh, so it's Jean you were really hoping to see. You are close with her. Slave? I never knew that such antiquated and aristocratic practices existed in the Knights of Favonius. Sorry, the Traveler just has a weird sense of humor. Anyway, what was it you wanted us to tell Jean? Oh yes, I must apologize for being unable to visit the Knights in person, but the restaurant has been so busy lately. Unfortunately, it's right in this busy season that the route between here and Springvale, which is used for the delivery of our ingredients, seems to have been occupied by the Hilichurls. The problem is that the suppliers in Springvale say that deliveries have nothing to do with them. They're just responsible for selling us the ingredients. That would be great. Please, ask Master Jean to send a party to clear out the Hilichurls from the road to Springvale. Help at last. With Jean on the case, this will be solved in no time. Thank you. Seems like everyone really trusts Jean. Oh, I nearly forgot. Charles the bartender said he's been having some trouble too. Why don't you stop by and see him on the way? Fine. In for a penny, in for a pound is the Paimon way. But this is really stretching the definition of on the way, in my opinion.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
What do you think this is, kiddo? A fruit juice store?
How rude! Especially since we're here to help!
Help? Oh, yes. You're the acting Grandmaster's new hotshot helper, aren't you?
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax return forms then. It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadt is pretty steep. Acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts. After all, the wine industry is Mondstadt's main source of income. Jean takes great pains to make sure no detail is overlooked.
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it seems.
The acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed makes our lives a whole lot easier. We're certainly very lucky, but to put it bluntly, we just take it for granted that that's the norm now.
Wow! How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
When you put it like that, I do feel quite ashamed. I suppose I should give her one on the house next time she's here. Although, I doubt the acting Grand Master even has the time to spare for that.
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free drink. Come on, let's go and see Jean.
Hey, you two!
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it? No, not her. I imagine Diona's probably still in the tavern. I mean, little Princey. Prince was just home, now he's gone.
Did you seriously think Diona was a house cat?
This is a bit worrying. What if Prince can't find his way home?
Nah, you're always such a big softie. But aren't we in the middle of something? Sarah and Charles need our help urgently, too. Let's go and see Jean first.
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence.
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean to help look for your cat?
What's wrong with that? Jean's a really nice person. Please mention it to Jean from me. I'll treat you to a brew at Cat's Tail later.
Hey! Hey! Ugh, unbelievable! Guess the case of Prince the Missing Cat is now added to the agenda for our meeting with Jean. Acting Grand Master? Oh, Master Jean?
Oh, it's our honorary night. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. How can I assist?
Actually, it's not us who need your help. It's a bunch of other people.
I see. Well, thank you for your service to the people of Mondstadt. I have made a note of these commissions in my files, and I will make arrangements accordingly.
Great! We didn't miss out on anyone's commissions, did we? Sarah's Hilly Churls, Charles' tax return, Margaret's cat. Seems that's everything. We'll be on our way then, Jean. Jean, are you okay? How's Jean holding up? Is it serious?
It's just burnout from work stress. She'll be fine after a good old rest. Thanks for bringing her here. She may have tried to keep soldiering on otherwise.
It's not a surprise, though. She does have a lot to get through every day.
Poor Jean. She's always been one to push herself too hard while overlooking her own needs.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Anyway, you're an honorary knight, aren't you? While the master is down, the knights should share her burden, no?
That's a very good point, but shouldn't one of the fully qualified knights do that?
Jean has so much to do. An extra pair of hands can't hurt. You should go and check in at the headquarters. Jean will be fine with just me here.
Paimon feels like she's trying to get rid of us.
Why is that?
Nothing. We'll leave you to it. Come on, let's go.
I already told you. I can take care of Jean on my own. Please help Jean out by completing her tasks.
I've been waiting for you. I have been informed about Jean falling ill. On behalf of all of the Knights of Favonius, allow me to express my sincere gratitude for your assistance.
So courteous and polite. This isn't the Kaya Paimon knows.
Well, the circumstances warrant it. This is the acting Grand Master herself we're talking about. Now, in addition to that thank you message, there was one other thing. I must say I like your style. But before we can discuss a reward, there are some things I hope you can assist the Knights with.
Things like helping to fill in for Jean?
Right. Although the commissions you reported to Jean have already been handed off to someone else, I am concerned that they will not be handled with due care without Jean's personal touch. So I am hoping that you can help out where you see fit. I will feel much more at ease knowing that the honorary knight is personally overseeing these cases.
You can flatter us all you want, but answer me this. Why don't you do it?
Oh, I have far more important matters to attend to. There are so many things to prepare.
Fine then. So it's Sarah, Charles, and Margaret's stuff you want us to help with, right?
Those are the ones. I appreciate the help. See you.
So, yours is the cat that went missing.
Venti! Have you come to help?
Me here to help you? Why, on the contrary, it is I who needs the helping.
But Paimon just saw you talking to Margaret about Prince.
Aha! So, Prince is the name of the feline fiend who thieved my spare astral iron strings. Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great and small, still, It's a bit audacious.
Prince is a mischievous little rascal, all right.
Indeed. Just like Barbados.
Yes, quite. Now, let's see about getting ourselves an audience with His Little Highness Prince Rascal of Mondstadt. I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings, I shall have to disappoint my audience.
What would a kitty cat want with lyre strings anyway?
Everyone knows cats go crazy for a ball of string.
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball to make them easier to carry. That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to use your elemental sight again. I'm unsure, there must be some elemental footprints or something.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace or the residential area. It's a black cat you're looking for. Oh, take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Maybe it'll help you find him. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace.
Got it. I'll set off right away.
Amber, are you here to help out with Jean's commission?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Who better than an outrider to mop up some hilly churls on the delivery route?
Oh.
Sarah, what are you still stressing about? I'm an outrider, and I won't disappoint.
You misunderstand me. I don't doubt your abilities. I'm just overwhelmed at the number of orders piling up in front of me. Another bizarre order came in just now. It's like they're hosting a banquet or something. Really? You don't mind helping? That would be wonderful. You really are the good hunter's guardian angel.
Yeah, well, those hilly churls are going to be a handful, too.
Well, why don't you take this order? Start by getting the ingredients.
Are you sure she can be trusted? It might end up tasting a bit funky.
We're well past the point of aiming for perfection. This is now a fight to save the good hunter's business.
A fight?
For this dish we need 3 sweet flowers and 3 fowls. Okay, go and get ready. You too, Amber. I'll be waiting here.
Oh, yes, okay. Right! keen senses. It didn't take much to scare him off. See if you can approach him crouching from behind. That way your footsteps will be quieter. It must be difficult not being able to float. If you're anxious to find Prince, why not coax him to you with some fish? Kitty cats do love eating fish. If you run out of fish, go grab some from the lake. Now back to it.
Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace.
Ancient Alpha truly is fascinating.
Not even one spicy dish.
Lisa, are you here about the tax return?
Oh, hello, darling. You're quite right. After I heard about poor Jean, I thought I might lend a hand with some of her more literary duties.
Cool. Well, if we're no longer needed here, we'll be on our way.
Wait a moment. Actually, Charles here was wondering...
Please, allow me, ma'am. I just took a rather important order. But unfortunately, we've run completely dry, and the delivery from the winery is behind schedule. If it's not too much trouble, could you go and do something about this logistical nuisance?
What's so urgent about this order?
It came in at the last minute. Literally just a few seconds ago.
Exactly. Hence the urgency.
I'm positive that next time my boss, Master D-Luke, is here, he'll pick up the tab for you.
Sounds about right.
But we grew up together after all.
Take your pick. You'll find no second-rate items at Wagner's.
His senses are keener than we thought. He can't have gone far, though. Why not track him with your elemental sight? Next time, try creeping up from behind. Quietly, of course. Or, if you're feeling patient, use some fish as bait and catch him off guard.
reward on the road.
Take your pick. You'll find no second rate.
I don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating. Jewels from Liyue. Come take a look.
I'll keep this close.
Come in, take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
Jewels from Liyue. Come take a look.
Be safe. May the Animal Archon protect you.
Prince! Where did you go running off to? Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those two need some time to themselves. And here are your astral iron strings, Venti.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not optimistic they would turn up. I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings would not be an excessive way to show my gratitude.
What?
Apologies. At this distance, my cat allergy seems to be rearing its head.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go looking for your strings by yourself?
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and 3 foul?
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
I'm the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. Nice to meet you.
Let it rain! Windblade!
Should we tell him? Forget it.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and 3
I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me. Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers? Yep. that's everything. Now, order number 7 is for one sweet madame.
And so begins the story of us becoming basic kitchen hands.
You did say you'd help Good Hunter out. Be sure to serve it while it's hot. Any news on that sweet madame? One sweet madame received. This smells absolutely divine. This is nothing less than what I would expect from a head chef, never mind a sous chef. Since you cook so well, you might as well take this sticky honey roast next.
Sticky honey roast? Paimon's sure she's heard Amber and Kaya mention this one before.
That's right, a mainstay of the Good Hunter menu. It's my pride and joy. The knights order it almost every time they come here for a gathering. Let me teach you the recipe for a sticky honey roast.
Wait, didn't you say it's your pride and joy? You're going to teach us how to make it? Just like that?
With your cooking skills, I don't think you will be doing a disservice to the Good Hunter brand. As soon as that sticky honey roast is ready, please bring it here. I'm still waiting on one sticky honey roast. This is... Wow! Did you really cook this? This is quite simply astonishing! You were born to be a head chef.
Are we released from kitchen duty now?
Yes, thanks ever so much for your help. Amber should be able to take care of everything else. If you ever get tired of being an adventurer, there'll be a job waiting for you at Good Hunter if you want it.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
I'll race you there.
That's not bad.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Wow, these will come in handy. Wow, these will come in handy.
So this is where Charles's delivery disappeared to.
Have you come to rescue me? I've been waiting long enough. In all the time I've been working at the winery, this is the first time I've been robbed by hilly churls. If you'd taken any longer, I don't know what I would have done.
Fear not! My friend here is a hilly churl exterminator extraordinaire!
Just as well. Then please escort this transporter to the end of the road. And be careful with it. Just beating up the hilly churls is not the aim here. You'd better make sure the goods stay intact because I certainly don't have the Mora to replace them. I'll be waiting up ahead.
Go, go, Spirit Bunny! No escape! Be gone! Back off!
Thanks. I'll put in a good word for you with the gentleman at the...
Think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
must be exhausted. Oh, it's nothing. Looking after patients is all in a day's work for me. Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
That's great news! Let's go and see her!
But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest, but she wouldn't listen. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. I bet you she's gone to Lady Vanessa's place again.
Where?
Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero, Vanessa. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep down inside.
Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff. How do you know so much about Jean's innermost thoughts?
Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. But I still have work to do here.
Don't worry, we'll take over nursing duty for now.
Great! That puts my mind at rest. May the Animo Archon protect you. And Jean.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that Mondstadt needs me to be? The protector that Vanessa was.
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster, a kind yet formidable woman. I have always hoped to follow in her footsteps. As the Lionfang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius and became known as the Dandelion Knight, spreading grace and compassion throughout the land.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that your title?
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight or Lionfang Knight.
Oh, that makes sense now. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the Lionfang Knight.
Yes, I know it sounds like a huge honor inheriting both these titles from Vanessa, but I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the Master in a moment of weakness. And then you two show up and ruin everything.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must go after him.
Jean, you can't keep doing this to yourself. Why can't you trust us to handle it?
I do trust you, but to let an enemy get away like this would be a major dereliction of duty.
Fine, but at least let us go with you.
Thank you for your understanding. I will graciously accept your help.
I'll race you there! Ugh, not so hard!
Are you hurt? Ugh, darn him and his traps.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured because of me is the last thing I would wish for. Let me handle this alone.
No, you are in no state to handle this alone. We're coming too.
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone with my dandelion breeze.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Wind, hear me! Ha! 2-1!
Yeah! Looks like I'm finally primed to think you chased me this far. Face my brave subordinates. I put a spell on them to calm their fear of water.
I swear by my sword! Do as one!
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you pushed me this far. But let me deal with you myself.
Eyes on me!
Whew. Thanks to Barbara's help, my condition is better than I thought.
The main thing is that you're safe. Now, isn't it time to get back to Mondstadt and rest, Acting Grandmaster?
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again. I hope she's not upset with me.
Master, you finally returned. The Animo Archon protects you.
Swan, were you waiting for me? Has something happened?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but... Okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright, how can I put this? They just really need the Acting Grand Master.
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will go. I should not let the other knights down. It's fine. Now that I have had the chance to stretch my legs, I feel much better.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest fellow. Now he's dumping things onto Jean.
Well, Swan was clearly agitated. Maybe it is an emergency after all. Let's go and see what this is all about, shall we? Oh, what's all this?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried about you.
We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master, and you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, we'd take this chance to throw you a party. Enjoy yourself, Jean. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her like this.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person, like anyone else.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us, day in and day out.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you. Every last task.
Did you really? Even the issue with the food deliveries?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls. Didn't take much to get rid of them.
And the tax returns?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
Are you kidding me? That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my precious astral iron strings while he was at it.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today. Enjoy yourself while you've got the chance.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Praise be for the Animo Archon's guidance. Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put all this together. Where did you find the time?
Actually, our friend here was the key organizer behind all of this. See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived on time. Not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes himself. So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue. Otherwise, we would be looking at quite an alarming bill right about now.
Despite my initial reluctance to sponsor a Knights of Favonius event in any way, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean my gratitude for her hard work.
Oh, Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it easy. Stop crowding her.
Agreed. Now, let the party begin! It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle.
Oh, wow.
Amber, you look like you're about to burst into tears. Whatever is the matter? 2 things. 1, this sweet madame. 2, this sticky honey roast. Did you make them? I refuse to believe it. Where did you suddenly learn to cook so well? I'm going to finish eating this, and then you're going to teach me everything you know. Don't you dare try and run off. Has Amber been drinking? Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Hey, having a good time? The thing is, Jean knows all of us so well now. When someone organizes a surprise party for you, the closer you are to them, the more bashful you tend to feel about the whole thing. So instead, we just gave you all the credit. After all, you did do more than your fair share of the work anyway.
Of course! This party was clearly Kaya's idea. Shy Kaya? This is gold.
You think so?
So you admit it?
I'm only indulging you since it's such a special day today.
That's class number 37.
What's Diluc doing?
I'm keeping count of this bard's alarming pace of progress through my wine. Only the knights drink for free tonight. It seems he didn't get the message. When he sobers up, I will present him with the bill.
Diluc, you're a meanie.
I'm joking, of course. I highly doubt he could afford it anyway, so I shall spare him the bill. But I must say, the sheer volume of alcohol this fellow can put back is just not normal.
Ugh, my word! The Dawn Winery's wine is every bit as delectable as they say! I would never be able to afford this normally. So, in the spirit of enjoying the moment while it lasts, another glass for the bard, please.
Venti can drink a frightening amount.
Ah, hello! I didn't see you there. I blame the wine for monopolizing my attention. Much like my ballads, it deserves to be enjoyed for generations to come. What is this floating sensation I feel? Have I discovered the true meaning of animal power?
That would be the drink talking.
I hereby declare that every son and daughter of the City of the Wind must be compelled to taste this finest of wines. Here's to good wine!
This is quite a lot of excitement considering the idea was to relax and take it easy.
Would a drink help you relax?
Is there anything without alcohol?
What do you normally drink?
Oh, you know, I normally mix a few things together, but I always add some bright red.
Red? Let me guess. Tomatoes. No, watermelon.
Chilies. I add chili peppers.
Chili pepper? In a drink?
Leaving the hustle and bustle of the banquet behind them, the two of them stood there, together, in the quiet of the night, while the rest of the world melted away around them. Sounds like the sort of thing you'd find in a romantic novel, no? I'm not trying to get you to recite poetry to me or anything. I'm just saying, Jean went upstairs to the balcony, alone. Now's your chance.
Oh, it is you. Yes, I am just getting some air.
Uh-oh. It seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again. It is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits. And it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lionfang Knight. The Lionfang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she fought hard for Mondstadt. But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future, a future belonging to the newly formed Knights of Favonius. I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the wind all around us. Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead. I hope you will continue to join us on that path.
Go ahead and pick up some new pieces from the ship's blacksmith. If I take back Allie and I...